A month on from a thumping win, Havelock Sports Club heads to Longdon Place with their sights set on a maiden title in 12 years. It's CR&FC hosting Havelock Sports Club at Longdon Place under lights as we expect an enthralling game with Havelocks sitting above the hosts on the points table. I have Shanaka alongside me in the commentary box. Shanaka, a month on from Havelock Sports Club putting on 50 points, CR with an opportunity to get their revenge at home.
It's been a long month as well, hasn't it, Romario? Because this CR&FC team, defending champions, have suffered yet another defeat, a heavy defeat at the hands of Kandy Sports Club as well. And that unexpected loss at the Park Club ground will be something that's still weighing on the mind of not only their players but their coaching staff as well. How do we turn around this young, energetic, hungry Havelock side is something that CR&FC will have been plotting. And of course, for these top 4 teams, the teams in the cup segment of this Mastercard League, they have not been playing any rugby in the last 3 weeks, Romario. So that's going to be a factor for both these teams going into the game. As we look at the weather forecast, 29 Celsius, it's nice and cool. Minimum temperatures probably going down a little bit more than that. There's not a lot of wind to talk about because there's a hell of a lot of cloud cover, as you can see on your screens there. But the rain is going to be the factor, Romario. And the rain can be a factor in more ways than one. Obviously, it's going to influence the style of play. It's going to dictate how much kicking that both these teams are going to do. It's also going to be a factor in how much running these teams are going to do and whether the running is going to be effective, whether the passes are going to stick, whether the long balls are going to go to hand. That's something that's going to be a factor because of this rain as well. And of course, let's not forget, if the rain comes down torrentially and the game cannot be completed, then that's another rule book issue that we're going to have to go into at the relevant time. Let's hope all those things don't happen, of course, but it is a factor. We have to inform our viewers that these are all contingencies in this game as we look forward to what is going to be a cracker of a match to decide the Mathis Trophy.
Plenty of factors to take into account, but we will all be hoping that the rains stay away and we will be able to get a full 80 minutes of rugby. Having said that, I think CR&FC will be desperate to get a victory because they are now about 2 games. They have dropped 2 games and about 3 weeks in without tasting a victory, so they will be hungry and they will no doubt be desperate to record a victory.
Results from this week, we had Sri Lions taking on CH&FC and CH&FC in a thumping win there, 47 points to 20. Unfortunately, the Sri Lions have not managed to match up to their pre-tournament hype. They've suffered a few heavy defeats, and as it is just a team coming into the league for the first year, obviously it's going to be a learning curve for them. So let's see if we can expect more from them next year. 48 points to 27, Sri Lanka Army in a win against Navy. So that was a comfortable win there as well for Army, who will count themselves unlucky that they could not make it to the Cup Championship out of the forces teams, Police and Air Force. It was Air Force that managed to get over the line because Navy were never really in the running.
Navy had a terrible season this year. Even last year they were unable to record a single victory, and this year too they have not been able to record any W against their names. These are the results from this week. Well, it was CH&FC who went down to Police at Racecourse on Friday as that kicked off week 12. And then it was Kandy Sports Club coming to Ratmalana and they made easy work out of the hosts even in wet conditions. Sri Lions unable to hold off Army Sports Club as they did the double over the newbies. And finally, we are here at the final game of week 12. It's CR&FC playing host to Havelock Sports Club at Longdon Place under the lights as we see the fans too filling in, and we'll be hoping that the stadiums will be packed to the rafters.
Yes, it's been a pleasant surprise to see the crowds coming in today, Romario. I had always thought that the rain would keep the crowds away, but it hasn't, and that's fantastic to see. Of course, CR&FC continuing their policy of letting in spectators free of charge, and I think that's a huge boon in current economic climates as well. If a parent wants to bring a family, it's a fairly big blow to the pocket as well. So I think CR&FC are doing their part to make sure the crowds come in to the rugby, and unfortunately it's a Sunday game, which means that the underlights will not have the same effect that it might have had on a Friday or Saturday, but still good to see Longdon Place packed to the rafters.
This is the points table. Kandy, of course, sitting pretty on top with 9 wins out of 9, and Havelock Sports Club, they dropped that only game against Kandy. CR in 3rd place, having lose into the top 2 teams, and Yafos in 4th place, having not been able to defeat the top 3 teams and lost to Kandy yesterday as well. But one thing that we should have an eye on is Shanaka, the points difference in favour of Kandy Sports Club. They have only conceded 126 points, showing that their defence has put their hand up this time around.
Well, they have conceded only 126 points, but at the same time, look at the amount of points they've also scored, Romario. They scored 400 odd points, which is, don't ask me to do the maths quickly, but it's about 140 points more than the other team, which is in 2nd place. That's Havelocks that we'll see at the moment, who are pretty much even on points for and points against. Their points difference is just 1 point in it, and of course that will change today. But if you look at Kandy in terms of defense and in terms of attack, they are way ahead. In terms of defense, they are maybe about 50 points ahead of Havelocks, who have conceded 177 points, but in the points for category, that's where they have really made a difference this time. And Fazil Marija coming in, playing that attacking brand of rugby, growing into his shoes as a captain, and having a couple of new recruits from the school's team as well, and getting his forwards coaching right. I think that's really made a difference for this Kandy side.
That indeed has made a massive difference with the Kandy Sports Club bringing the goods both in attack and defense. And in 2nd place it was Havelock Sports Club, and in 3rd place CR&FC. The top point scorers, the top try scorers rather, beg your pardon, Jayadu Rajaratne, the tall winger for Havelock Sports Club, he sits pretty on top with 13 tries. Shamika Kaushan from Yafos is in 2nd place with 11 tries. Nirosh Perra and Danushka Ranjan with 10 tries each tie in 3rd place, and Dinala Ekanayaga, another potent winger, this time from Kandy Sports Club, is in 5th place with 9 tries.
Yes, it's uncharacteristic to see all the outside backs in that top 5. Usually you get a few hookers in there as well, Romario, but this year we really haven't had that, which shows that teams have been willing to run the ball a little bit more and not relying purely on that rolling maul. Jayadu Rajaratne, 4 of those tries came against this particular opposition in the last time that these two teams met in the first round of the league, and he will be hoping to add a few to that as well. He and his brother scoring 7 of the 8 tries that Havelock scored on the last occasion. So also looking at Danushka Ranjan, the old warhorse, still showing that he can score tries from close range and from far out as well. And Dinala Ekanayaka, the new breed of this Kandy Sports Club, showing that they also will not be outdone.
In the top point scorers, it's of course a familiar face sitting pretty on top, Tharinder Ratwata with a massive 108 points to his name, having crossed the century mark with about 3 games to go in the season. Janit Chandimal in 2nd place with 70, and Jayadu Rajaratne with his 13 tries in 3rd place. Samuel Madhuanta will have an opportunity to extend his points tally along with Murshid Dore, also who will get an opportunity to add to his tally.
Very unusual to see a player in the top point scorers, top 5, with just tries to his tally, and that just shows you how many tries Jayadu Rajaratne has managed to score this season. Tharinder Ratwata has the rest of his team to thank as well, because he's knocked over probably more conversions than any of the other kickers on the park, which means that Kandy have just been scoring try after try after try. But Samuel Madhuanta and Murshid Dore will both be on show today, and let's see whether this comes down to a kicking battle. There's very little between the two, but at his home ground, maybe Murshid Dore might be the favoured son, but let's wait and see how it turns out. It could be one kick to win the game.
Indeed, Kandy Sports Club has scored 61 tries this season, so Tharinder Ratwata has had the opportunity to punt over about more than 80% of that, and that means he sits pretty on top there. But before we go any further, we will go in for a quick commercial break and be back on the other side with team news and live action.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ ක්ලික් එක සිට බැන්දා ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් අපේ
හීට් එක වැදේ වටේ
hot and spicy guess මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි
Boss, you're the one who lifted this company to where it is today, ne? Your work is so well organized and your capability really shines through it.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
hot and spicy fun kottumi flavors popping can't you see flames are crazy blow my mind taste so high it's for me hot heat when I'm beat that they fun nigga then repeat beat check it hype and always on kottumi prima kottumi fun tamai ළඟින්ම ඉන්න friendship බොමයි ඒ friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දෙවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්
Boss, I got you some homemade milk toffee. Shall I bring it now? You know, no matter what others say.
Welcome back as the two teams head out of the changing rooms. We are moments away from kick-off in this all-important game. It's team number 2 taking on team number 3 on the points table. And plenty up for grabs for both teams because CR&FC know that if they are to drop this game, I think they will have to wave defending that title goodbye. And Havelocks too know that they cannot drop any game if they are to press Kandy for that title.
Kandy Sports Club will be watching this game with some interest. Both results could be interesting for them, Romario, because if Havelock Sports Club win today's game, that means they've dropped only that one game against Kandy at Havelock Park, and they leave it open for them to go up to Nittawala and see if they can do the unthinkable and wrest the cup from Kandy's grasp at the moment.
A month on from that thumping victory, Havelock Sports Club go in with an unchanged lineup. Shehan Silva, Azmir Fajudeen and Abdullah Faiz in the front rows. Janidu Fernando, Udara Lakshan in the second rows with Shem Mendis, the impressive youngster, partner in Senal Dilaka and Chatura Dilshan in the third row. Mohammad Rifan is in the number 9 position with Sandesh Jayavikrama. Mushin Falil remains with Sujesh Jayavikrama as the Rajaratna brothers are in the two wingers with Samuel Madhuanta joining in to round off the run on 15 for Havelock Sports Club. In the replacements, it's Charna Sendanayaka, Malisha Madhumevan, Silva Pereira, Christian Delisle, Vaidyanath, Stephen Sivaraj and Kodagoda rounding off the replacements for Havelock Sports Club.
CR&FC a few changes, but not in the front row as Senator Pereira, Veruna Kodagoda and Tanuja Jayavira remain the starting front three. And Shenal Adhikaram joins Navin Marasinghe in a big second row. Adisha Veeratunga and Kavisha Gayashan will be on the flanks with a welcome return for Lasindu Karunatilaka in the number 8 shirt. He hasn't been around in this CR&FC forward pack for a few months now. Chaturanga Pereira makes a surprise start at number 9. Amanet dropped to the bench and unavailable Rushen Bandaranayaka. And Tenuka Narayakara pairs off with the youngster. Iranga Aryapala makes a return into the number 21 shirt. He'll be playing in the number 12 position in place of Manuka Ruberu, who has still not recovered from his injury. And a surprise move inside for Gamanu Chetia from his wing as Rene Silva and Aaron Carrera will be on the wings and Murshid Zubair who will be on the last line of defense. Much will be expected from him, of course, the playmaker from fullback alongside Tenuka Kara.
6 changes in fact for the home team as Surang Arunushanta takes charge of this all-important game and Tenuka Nanayakara puts in a deep kick-off, let bounce, but Samuel Madhuanta collects and returns the kick as he puts some safety between the two teams.
It'll be important for CR&FC to start well, Romario, because that's what they didn't do in the last game between these sides. We had 95 points scored between the two teams. Coaches will have been tearing their hair out because it was a terrible defensive performance on both ends, and Havelock scored early in that game. So it's important for both teams to start well, and that would probably mean not conceding early on. Benurako Dakara going to the back.
Shortened line out secured by CR&FC, and straight away here goes Dore trying to get his nippy feet going. It's brought down just on the 50-meter mark as CR&FC still inside their own half, trying to make something out of this. At number 9, it's Chaturanga call in the shots, but straight away knock on by the CR forwards, and well, they will not be too pleased with this start, Shanaka.
No, they won't, especially because Navin Marasinghe has got up with a bit of a limp from that collision. They just cannot afford an injury so early on in the game. They've been completely shattered by injuries. CR, especially in their forwards. Lasindu Ishan leaving the squad when he did for maybe about 6 weeks was a huge factor. But first scrum of the game going to be interesting. Azmir Fajuddin played quite a bit of his rugby here at CR&FC before moving across to the Park Club, and will have a point to prove to his old team. That's the slipperiness of the underfoot conditions, Romario, that may cause these little overextensions.
Straight away, tester for Navin's knee. Havelock Sports Club winning and goes to the open side through Samuel Madhuanta as he takes it and goes into contact. Now Janidu. Well, in fact, Chatura Dilshan, that is. Beg your pardon. Janidu Fernando deputizing at number 9. Now Mohammad Rifan changes the angle. But yet another knock on. Slippery conditions coming into play early on as both teams unable to hold on to the pill. And the referee will go back for the initial infringement of the knock on. So the conditions playing a massive part in the first 2 minutes of the game, Shanaka.
Yes, and it will be the team that adapts best to the conditions, Romario, that does well in this game, and I'm expecting to see at least a kick coming off this CR&FC scrum. They will need to play the game in the right territory. This will be an interesting battle. Abdullah Faiz has really impressed me, this Havelock's front row. Young, not too heavy in terms of size, but they really have shown a lot of technique.
Preparing to feed into the scrum. Pereira at number 8, Lasindu lets it go. Now Tenegona Anakara switches with Ari as he bumps off Mohammad Rifan, and they get some good front foot ball, does CR&FC, and here goes Navin. Well, nothing seems to be stopping him as they have numbers on the outside now. CR&FC. Tenegona Anakara tried to get the ball away but was unable to do so. Now Senura trying to bump his way forward, but he's pushed back by Mushin Falil. The ball squirts out of the scrum, but the referee goes back for the initial advantage with the Havelock Sports Club number 14. Jayat Rajaratna caught offside.
Yes, that was well spotted by referee Arun Chant. He was only offside for a moment, but he did make sure that CR&FC couldn't go that way, and that affected the play, which is why Arun Chant called it and has brought the play back there. But good busting run by Navin Marasinghe, but they'll be upset that they couldn't really manage to make more of that, Romario, because they got in behind the Havelock's defense, and this is where the move broke down, I think. Senura Pereira in a great tackle met by Muhsin Falil, who has been outstanding. I think in about 15 years of club rugby, he's probably playing his best rugby at the moment.
Yes, indeed. He has been exceptional this season. He missed a couple of games due to injury, but bounced back and has been a wall in defense for Havelock Sports Club in that number 12 jumper. Calling the shots, running in straight and hard, And in the previous game against CR&FC, he did play a distributor role as well, which caught out CR. Line out, won by Adisha. Now the trademark CR Mall. Set up and an advantage come in the way of the home team. As Lasindu tries to wriggle out with the ball, but unable to do so. Now he takes a quick tap against his whole old team. Tries to go over, but is unable to do so. And here's the first commercial banker try coming in for CR&FC. By the looks of it, courtesy of Shenal Adhikaram. As two former teammates from Isipatana just getting to know each other a bit more.
Yes, Shenal Adhikaram dotting the try down, but a little bit of afters from Adisha Veeratunga and Senal Dilaka. Both have been outstanding players on the flank in that green jersey. And Senal Dilaka has done yeoman service really for Havelock Sports Club. Hasn't moved any club since he's been there, but what a start for CR&FC. That's exactly what they needed, Romario, and it came off the bust from Navin Marasinghe in midfield early on.
Tries to wriggle out with the ball, but
Just a quick
unable
tap.
to do so. Now he takes
Lasindu
a quick
Ishan taking it quickly, making sure that he doesn't give the Havelock's players a little bit of time to settle, and that's what he brings, the maturity, the ability to read the game to this forward pack.
Mushid Zore makes no mistake with the extras. CR&FC goes 7 points to the good as Shenal Adhikaram's try has been converted by Murshid Dore. And yes, Shanak, I think that's what CR missed the past few games with Lasindu being injured and being out. Their pack did not have a leader to pull them around, and they'll be pleased to see him back and guiding the forwards.
We're surprised we didn't see a kick from the last set piece, that scrum that CR&FC had, but it shows that they're determined to run and they're determined to score tries. If anyone is to catch Candy, they need not only to win games but also to score tries and bonus points.
Restart let bounce by CR, but now Lasindu takes it and goes into contact. Crossfield kick coming in from inside the 22. By the looks of it, that was Tenuka Nanakara who put in a well-weighted kick, and he takes his team straight away out from their own 22, and the owners will be back on Havelock Sports Club.
The CR&FC coaching staff will be relieved. They'll be happy that they managed a good exit. And if youngsters watching were wondering why Lasindu Ishan was drifting across field towards the posts, what he was trying to do was get a little bit of an angle for Tenuka Nanakara or Murshid Dore on either side of that ruck to clear the ball.
Now Fajuddin into the line out, hits his target. Shem Mendes, that was, as the Havelock Small this time makes a bit of headway. To the line they go. Here's Falil, gives it out to his winger in the number 23 jumper as Havelock Sports Club with a number on the outside. Now Rajaratna trying to beat a couple, but he's put on his backside as has the ball been turned over. By the looks of it, it has. And CR&FC now Chaturanga from 9 puts in the box kick. Expected and well placed was Samuel Madhuanta, but he's put on his back with a massive tackle coming in. Havelock Sports Club still with possession though. Massive tackle coming in there by Senura on Janidu, but the visitors still with possession. Rajaratna on the wing collects it, but he gets a ball and man at the same time. And Rinesh Silva doing well in defense. Udara Lakshan getting hit by another massive tackle. Some good thumping tackles by the home team. Skipper Abdullah Faiz sets it up as Havelocks now to the blind side. Shem Mendes trying to bump his way, but he's unable to do so. Havelocks still inside their own half, going from side to side. Chatura Dilshan, that was who took the ball into contact. Rifan with nothing really on goes to his trusty left foot, puts in a high box kick collected by Tenuka Nanakara as he beats a couple of players and makes some good headway, but Shem Mendes. Well, he gets in with a good turnover there and wins a penalty for Havelock Sports Club as Tenuka Nanakara was isolated for a second.
Hey, blood. Where? Blood. Blood. Come. Blood.
Bit of claret coming off the face of Tenuka Nanakara as referee Arunashanta instructing the medics just to get it cleaned off.
Interesting to see that one again.
Okay.
Shem Mendes really did make a nuisance of himself. Referee Arunashanta ruling that one of the CR players arriving there didn't keep his feet. Tenuka Nanakara collected the ball.
Yeah. Simon.
Have to say that's a difficult one, referee, because both players were bound and it was not as if the CR player was trying to seal off. Access to the ball.
Marker.
The only thing that could have gone the way of Havelocks was that the CR player's knee was on the floor there, Shanaka. And I think that's why the referee just deemed to say that he was out of the game because his knee was on the floor and he had to let go. But now all of that behind them as Fajuddin goes to the tail. No contest coming in, says the referee, as Senal Dilaka breaks off that maul and sets it up for Havelock Sports Club. Shehan Silva throws a dummy but goes into contact. Quite a few CR players falling on the wrong side, but they do really well to get out of the way. Faiz takes it and goes into contact. Now Senal Dilaka calling in for support as they bind onto him. Off 9 goes Havelock Sports Club. To the line they go. Goes Havelocks through their 3 quarters this time. Back to the forwards. Silva beats one man, but he's brought down by Senura. Rifan opts to go to the opposite side as skipper Faiz takes in a couple of players to bring him down. Chatura Dilshan joining in, but a good tackle coming in low by Adhikaram as he stops Dilshan in his tracks. Now Udar picking it up and makes a couple of meters with Senal Dilaka clinging on to him for dear life. Now Janidu Fernando, he's put on his backside, but a few CR players falling on the wrong side. The referee says that's fine as Rifan takes it and snipes over for Havelock Sports Club. First Commercial Bank try as they hit back straight away.
Brilliantly taken try from Mohammad Rifan there. Shades of Srinath Surya Bandara back in the day, as he realized there was a mismatch against Navin Marasinghe, who was shooting up in that guard position, and all he did was sidestep, and he's able to have a drink of water at this time. Of course, you can watch Navin Marasinghe, who looks up, and that's anybody watching, that's how not to defend in that guard position. Just losing a little bit of concentration, and this is where CR&FC's season has suffered, Romario, because they just haven't been good around those fringes, not had the organization to fold around the fringes, not had somebody coordinating that entire defensive effort, which they were so good at when they won the league title last season. But brilliantly taken by Mohammad Rifan, playing what's in front of him, putting his eyes up and seeing exactly where the gaps are. Good passage of play by Havis.
Speaking to Coach Luke, he told me that he did miss Kavindu at number 9 because he did a lot of organizing both in attack and defense, and well, that void has not been filled by CR&FC as Kavindu left last season.
Actually, at the beginning of this year, Romario, and that's really hit them, just like the injuries. The unexpected loss of Kavindu, who was a captain of the side, played so many years, and at the same time was expected to play this year. So they've done a lot of their organization around them, their recruitment around that as well. But obviously he's gone for greener pastures, and you cannot begrudge a player that.
Another restart, let bounce by the defending team. As Havelock Sports Club this time will have to throw into the line out. About 7 meters or so outside from their own 22. To the front they go through Udara. Now here goes the big hooker Fajrdin, beats a couple of players. As they did catch CR napping at the front, did Havelock Sports Club.
Again, another lapse in concentration in the defense, Romario.
Indeed, Venura trying to just disrupt there, but unable to do so as Rifan goes to his trusty left foot. Ball has not been collected cleanly, but the referee says play on, as the ball did to squirt out from that ruck, and the Havelock's players, Mushin Falil in fact was first to react, put the CR attackers under pressure. Now Chaturanga, he utilizes his right foot and puts in a box kick, but here goes Rajaratna, goes to his left foot with his brother chasing, but Rinesh Silva well placed to collect that. However, Rajaratna, Chetana that is, has been penalized for a high tackle.
Interesting option taken by Rajaratna there to put the kick in. Not sure it was the right one. A grubber might have done better, but he was drifting across field, and Sia will be happy for that respite. But this is twice now early on that Havelocks have caught them just completely in 6s and 7s. Smart plays from Havelocks, just getting in behind the CR defense.
Number 1. You're the number 1.
That was a kick there by Jayatu Rajaratna, but unfortunately his sibling going a bit too high in that tackle as he yielded the penalty in favor of CR&FC. Now Venura hits his man, no he doesn't. Udara collects it from the tail, bumps off one, gets the offload away. Here goes Janidu Dilshan, rolling, swiveling, but he's put on his backside. Now Mushin Falil shows to Rajaratna, but a good tackle coming in. That was through skipper Gamru Chetia, as there was no way Lasandu was collecting that from an onside position, as the penalty goes in favor of the visitors, as Sandesh Javikrama seems to be grimacing and in a little bit of pain.
Another mistake, just giving the ball back to Havelock Sports Club. There again, the good defense undone by Lasandu Ishan, coming through, just being a little bit over-eager. But again, the line-out also not doing its job for Sia. So a few mistakes costing them. And as we speak of mistakes, Havelock's not able to put that out either.
Excellent work by Murshid. But here goes Rajaratna. Well, in fact, that's Sudesh Jayavikrama, beg your pardon. However, maybe a roll too many by the centre, as he concedes a penalty, and the Havelock's players just a bit indisciplined there, being marched back 10 meters by referee Suranga Arunashanta.
Murshid Zubair will be happy with that extra 10 meters that he got. But it's a high pressure game, isn't it, Romario? You can see that both these sets of players don't want to give an inch. Havelocks are not used to winning this encounter. This was the first time they'd won convincingly in a while, as we see the penalty coming, and you can see Jayavikrama putting in a couple of barrel rolls there, which Arunashanta was very quick to spot. Just not allowing the defenders access to the ball by those couple of extra rolls.
He knew exactly what he did. got up and marched back to his position. Murshid Dore from pretty much right in front adds the penalty as CR&FC go back into the lead. A slender 3-point lead. It's CR&FC 10, Havelock Sports Club 7. With about 20 minutes, well, in fact 18 minutes gone in this game.
Just about coming up to the end of the first quarter and nothing in it yet. That lead of 3 points doesn't mean anything. See how we'll know that. And Murshid Zubair Romario is one of the guys who would have suffered as a result of this rule change of making the kicking faster, because he has quite an elaborate ritual in the lead up to his kick. So he might have to look forward in the close season of trying to change that a little bit, making sure he gets the ball off the tee faster.
Shanaka, that's where the good players are separated from the great players, because they are able to evolve with every rule change and injury or whatever that strikes them. As by the looks of it, Gamru Chetia just returns back following a bit of treatment. Now Sandesh puts in a high restart, collected by Rinesh, but was he collected with in the air? By the looks of it, the referee is calling time off and going to have a word with his assistant.
Well, the interesting question is, because it's the second time, and you could see referee Arunashanta almost grimacing as he has to give the yellow card, but he has to give it.
Thank you, Allah.
Just a second too early there to collect the man. And well, Rinesh did really well. He saw the defender coming in and jumped and leaped high and stayed in the air just a second extra, which managed to win his team the penalty. And also for the next 10 minutes, CR&FC will be with a man up on Havelock Sports Club.
A man up and an important man up, isn't it, Romario? Because Havelocks use their back three quite well to counter-attack, and with one of them missing in the back three, that'll open up a little bit of space. Now, will CR&FC have the nous? Will they have the rugby intelligence to exploit that hole in the back three? That's what's going to be important in those next 10 minutes for us to see.
The heavens opening up as we speak, and I think with the rains coming down, Shanaka, Havelock Sports Club have not been able to put in that favoured cross kick that they used against CR in that previous game. So they are light a couple of strategies.
No contesting.
The line out has been won by Adisha. The tail they go. Here goes Naveen. Bouncing off a couple, but he's put on his backside by Senal Dilaka and Mushin Falil, beg your pardon. Now Adhikaram takes it up into contact.
Number 6.
Another advantage coming in for the home team as Shem Mendes got up, but he was offside and did not retreat in time, as CR&FC have a couple of options.
Offside.
Gamanu Chetia choosing to put that ball to his boot. As soon as he heard the advantage call, he knew that he wanted the set piece. And just talking about the space, Romario, just behind the Havelocks line out, there was acres of space. Although they choose to run it and they got the penalty.
Number 7.
About a couple of meters out from the previous position. Murshid Dore, his time 2 points at the posts.
So you are looking to make the most of that power play, or the time that they're a man up, getting as many points on the board as possible before attacking again from the kickoff.
10 seconds.
And just to mention, Arun Shant is being assisted by Ravin Alexander and Nipuna Amaratunga, as the two assistants put their flags up, and CR&FC extend their lead from 3 points to 6 as Dore adds his third kick off the tee.
monsoon rain, so hopefully you won't see any lightning, which is the only thing that's likely to affect whether this game can go on or not. But Murshid making sure that he puts CR&FC 6 points ahead.
With the man light, Sandesh restarts in a pretty much similar position as Chatura collects this time.
Okay, play on.
Havelocks through Samuel Madhuanta decides to go early. Now Janidu bounces off a would-be tackler as the CR&FC players are called out, saying that the ruck has been formed. Sandesh deputizing at 9 to Madhuanta. Spots that nothing was really on and he puts in a cross-field kick collected as the referee's flag has come out for some foul play, you could say. Yes, in fact, a high tackle.
Number 10.
This time going in favor of the visitors.
Ravin Alexander very quick to point that out from the sideline, the assistant referee. Therukananayakkara is the guilty party on that occasion, and Madhuanta, who put that kick in, just looking to create a bit of havoc now with the rain coming down. So that's smart play, knowing that the conditions have changed within the game.
Number 10. Mark.
Just as he was falling, Therukananayakkara's hand collected the neck of Sudesh Jayavikrama, that was in the number 23 jumper.
5 man, Kelvin.
Well, I'm not sure how you can call a high tackle when the player is 6 inches above the ground, Romario, but it's a letter of the law. It's a nice peel.
Skipper Faiz pumps off one as Havelock Sports Club recycle possession. No knock on, says the referee, as Chatura Dilshan wriggles. Now Mushin Falil dropping it off short, but by the looks of it, Naveen has turned the possession over. Here goes CR&FC through Murshid. Puts a kick in. Pinball there, but collected by Chaturanga, was it? As CR&FC retain possession. Now Naveen Marasinghe put in a would-be tackle on his back, but Naveen Marasinghe gets a couple of pats on his back for his hard work as he yielded the penalty, as Senal Dilaka continues to get under the skin of his opponents.
Well, we've talked about Musin Falil and how good he's been. He's an experienced man, Romario, but for me, the guy who has really stood out, not just for Havelocks, but pretty much in the league as a forward, is Janidu Fernando. He has been absolutely outstanding, not playing in his favoured position of number 8, but he's been really good.
Janidu Fernando and Chatura Dilshan both combined really well in the previous game as well against CR&FC. So they know what it's like to come up with a good performance against the same opponent. And from about 40 meters out on the 15-meter mark, Havelock Sports Club through Samuel Madhuanta points to the posts. This will be quite a tricky kick for Samuel Madhuanta, but for anyone in his caliber should be able to put this over, Shanaka.
Yes, he has been one of the outstanding kickers in Sri Lanka for a while. Just goes outside the right-hand post.
He did slip while making contact. The only consolation for the visitors will be that they will be receiving the 22-meter restart from this position, as Therukananayakkara with claret coming off his cheek kicks off. Now Janidu. Well, we know what he's going to do, and there's no way he's going to pass the ball as he runs in straight and hard. Rifan gives it out to Udara. Good low tackle coming in by Lasindu Karunatilaka. To the back door they go. Here goes Havelock Sports Club through Mushin. Ball thrown back. Thankfully for him, there was no knock on. Now Silva bouncing off one, but wrapped up in the tackle by Senra Pereira. Nothing really happening for Rifan as he goes to his left foot. Not too much of depth on it, but a good contestable kick, but well collected by Chaturanga Pereira, his opposite number, as Zubair. Well, a shaky pass there by Naveen, but with the number shooting out, Havelock Sports Club caught out. But skipper Faiz coming with the rescuing tackle. Here goes Senura, running straight at Mushin Falil, but he makes the tackle. Now to the line they go. CR&FC, Adisha trying to get the offload away, but the number 7 was off his feet, not in an onside position, and pays the penalty. Does Shenal Silva.
Interesting to see that one again, to see whether Shenal De Silva ever got onto the correct side of the goal line side of the tackle. Because I thought Rene Silva came in at a 45-degree angle as well, but what good hands from Lasindu Ishan to rescue himself from that position. He got a difficult pass from Navin Marasinghe, but managed to get it away and create a little bit of space, and now put his team in a good position.
Well, with the ball squirting out like that, you can bet your bottom dollar that Shenal Silva is not letting that one go, as Venra Kodagode throws into the line out, but yet another line out goes astray for Havelock Sports Club. Now numbers on the outside. Mushin Falil dinks in a grubber as the advantage is over. Now Dore step in, gets his winger away. Here goes Aaron, trying to beat a couple of players, but he makes some good headway. Now Tenukanana Kara, yawning gap opens up, stepping in, has a number on the outside. Gamunu Chetia, massive tackle coming in, but Gamunu Chetia is too good as he goes over for the second commercial back try for CR&FC, as they put a bit of a cushion between the two teams here.
The advantage call, I thought Havelock should have probably played it, but unfortunately as soon as the kick came through from Mushin Falil, referee called advantage over, as he's obliged to do, and Murshid Dore initiating the counter attack. And obliging well was Aaron Correa, and Tenukanane Akkara saw a beautiful gap slicing into it, and Gamunu Chetia takes a bit of stopping. Rifkan did really well to try and stop him, but Chetia too strong, too fast.
Indeed, a good tackle coming in by Mohammad Rifan, but just not enough to stop his former teammate from St. Joseph's, as the referee hurries Dore. But well, his target is good, as the CR&FC score moves to 20 points. CR&FC 20, Havelock Sports Club 7, as there seems to be a bit of a gap opening up between the two teams.
Excellent kick from the sidelines. We talked about home ground and what will come between the two kickers, Samuel Madhuantha and Murshid Zubair. And at the moment, Zubair ahead, 3 out of 3.
Now, restart kick collected by Chaturanga, as he obliges and returns the favour. This time around though, Samuel Madhuantha unable to take the quick restart, quick line out rather, as a good clearing kick there by Chaturanga puts CR&FC straight away back into the opponent's half.
Well, this is something Salia Kumara will have to have a word with his players, Romario, because they're not making the play contestable at the kickoff. They're not going far enough to put the receiver under a little bit of pressure and cut off the angle. So they're allowing CR&FC to exit pretty easily, which they have been doing very gratefully as well. This is something that maybe they will need to look at as a team.
Havelock Sports Club not looking too potent today, and lacking a bit of penetration as well. as Adisha is wrapped up by Senal. Now Chaturanga goes to the box kick, collected by Rajaratna. Trying to step, beats the first defender, but the ball squirts out, and who else but Mushin Falil finds himself at the tail of it. Now Rifan juggling, but somehow manages to secure possession. Mushin Falil finds his skipper as he barges over one, but he's met by former teammate Lasindu Karunatilaka, was it? With an advantage coming their way. Sandesh puts in a deep kick, but the referee says that there is no advantage from that kick as he brings play back into their own half. For the CR&FC number 1, Senra Pereira, just stepping out offside there.
Well, the rain has really become quite heavy now. You can see the players struggling with the underfoot conditions. Plenty of hands on knees. It's not easy with the heavy jerseys, isn't it, Romario? Because it's just an extra weight to carry. Your boots get waterlogged, and the ground obviously gets softer, which is why games come in and become much narrower when the rain comes in.
Okay, thank you.
And being behind on the scoreboard too will no doubt add more pressure to themselves. The Havelock's team, but for CR&FC it's crucial that they maintain this lead and keep Havelocks at arm's length. They do not want to get them too close. Good touch find on that occasion by Samuel Madhuanta. Outside the 22 of CR&FC, but with a good attacking position for the visitors. Fajuddin preparing to throw in to a shortened line out. To the tail he goes. Chatura Dilshan collects. Off the back comes skipper Abdullah Faiz, as Adhikaram a bit over eager there, trying to play the ball. Now Rifan takes it, snipes through. Rifan goes over for the second commercial bank try, catching his opponent snapping. And well, it's Mohammad Rifan versus CR&FC.
Brilliantly taken once again by Mohammad Rifan. Shinal Adhikaram, absolutely no rights to play that ball. Referee told him not to, and he kept going. And worse than that was when he got up, he didn't retire the 10 meters, make sure that they kept Mohammad Rifan away from that try line by forming the first line of defense. They were looking at the referee instead. And a beautiful bit of stepping for Mohammad Rifan. And that is a real scrum half's try to be proud of. Both of them, actually.
Conversion successful by Samuel Madhuanta. And now the deficit has been cut to just 6 points.
Last play, okay, no 10 meter.
Suddenly, the scoreboard reads much better for Havelock Sports Club, and this will raise their spirits.
For the visitors, it's about collecting this restart cleanly and just clearing their lines. As the CR&FC taking their own cool time. Thenukananakara weighing things up, puts in a high contestable restart. Massive tackle coming in on Fajuddin. Well, he has felt the effects of that as he is on his back. Now to the line they go. Thenukananakara spots a gap, beats a couple of players, gets the offload away. But quite a few calls coming in for the deliberate knock-on. As the referee calls for time to be switched off. And Nipuna Amartunga to be consulted.
Okay. Penalties. Yeah. No, respect, please. Captain, please. Captain, charge. No. This tackle and charge. Okay? This penalty only. No yellow with respect. Please stay. No. Okay. No. Thank you.
Quite a few appeals come in the way of referee Suranga Arunashantha. But a good experienced campaigner. Says that just a knock-on, a deliberate knock-on in that incident. As the rain starts to bucket down here at Longdon Place. About 5 minutes away from half-time. And CR&FC eager to keep the pressure on the visitors. As they put that penalty into the line out.
It'll be interesting to see that one again if we can, because if there was an interference, should it have been a yellow card, is the question that Gamanu Chetia was asking.
No contesting. Good.
Line out secured by Adisha as the CR Mall gets an injection of life. Now charging in Shehan Silva from was he legal? Well, questionable, but is the ball coming out of that mall? No, it isn't emerging, as plenty of appeals still continue, and the referee deems that the ball was not emerging out of that mall, and it goes the way of the defending team.
Chatra Dilshan emerging with the ball there, and Havelocks will be patting themselves on the back. But I'm sure Coach Dushant Leuke will have a look at that one, see what went wrong with that mall, because it looks like they had that nice arrowhead formation. And it's been this season that CR haven't been able to really turn that pressure from that driving maul into points, which they did so well in the last season. But under real pressure now, Chatra Dilshan will need to come off the back of this one.
There would not have been a more important come for Havelocks this season. Now Falil collects and runs straight and hard. He's put on his backside, and an advantage come in the way of the visitors, as the referee goes straight away for that penalty and says that a new rule comes into effect as a penalty goes the way of the visitors. And now an opportunity for Samuel Madhuanta to put the ball into touch, but does he do so? Well, just a bit of confusion and miscommunication between a couple of Havelocks players, CR players, means that Havelocks Sports Club from pretty much on their own try line comes straight back to the 5 meter line of their opponent's team.
It's a thumping kick from Samuel Madhuanta. Did brilliantly to get his team past the halfway line. Adisha Veeratunga and Murshid Zubair, or Alistair Correa actually. Aaron Correa, I should say.
Fajuddin hits Shem Mendes as he collects, and the Havelocks Mall is set up. Mall has been brought down. By the looks of it, CR&FC have turned position over. Adisha Veeratunga seemed to be at the thick of things, and he has done extremely well there. Now the home team, Chaturanga, not too happy, and a hand has come in there as Senal Dilakavel. He knows who this yellow card is coming towards, as he goes straight into the sin bin, and he will be out for the next 10 minutes, as well it has not rained this much over the last few days, and now it's just bucketing down here at Longdon Place.
Well, it's a torrential downpour, isn't it, Romario? And we hope it lets up so that the game can go ahead, because what the referee was heard to say to his assistant was that he can't see the lines, and if this continues, the lines will be completely defaced, and Whether we can go ahead is a question that will need to be assessed. If the first half is completed, the team that is ahead will be awarded the game.
A similar thing happened when Army took on Police Sports Club. The result took a couple of weeks to come out, but it did come out in favour of Army Sports Club. But now CR&FC goes to the boot, does Tenuka Nanakara with a crossfield kick, but well positioned and well collected by Samuel Madhuwantha.
Great hands from Adisha Veeratunga in that line out, Romario. Even the crowd in the first few rows of this pavilion have had to run for cover.
Well, we are thankful that we are in quite a cozy position up here in the new pavilion. Venura goes to the tail, hits his man, but a scrappy ball cleared by Chaturanga. Now with the conditions coming in, Tenuka Nanakara puts in a high field, high up and under. Collected by Rajaratna, but he was collected ball and man at the same time.
Well, I thought Shinal Adhikaram got away with that one.
Indeed, I thought the same too, because seemed to be a second too early into that.
Outside.
The referee thought that he was all right. From outside, he did not have the option of going out on the full, but now had a number on the outside, did Tenuka Nanakara, but opted to hang on to the ball. Kodagod slides to the floor. CR&FC through the hands. Kamanu Chetia to Aaron, trying to beat his man, but he's bundled down to the floor by three defenders. Now CR&FC through Tanuja takes it and goes into contact. Chaturanga reverses play, but Kamanu Chetia unfortunately just loses control of possession. And well, that's half time here at Longdon Place. CR&FC leading 20 points to 14 as the heavens have opened up and some torrential rain coming down here at Longdon Place, Chanaka.
Yes, it is an absolute downpour here. Haven't seen this kind of rain in a while, I have to say. Romario, even at the time that it was raining heavily earlier on in the year, wasn't this heavy. And this is some nasty stuff. And I would be surprised if the referees didn't evaluate the situation at half time. CR&FC will be relieved to go into the half leading, Romario, because if the game cannot recommence, CR&FC will be awarded this game. They will of course want to play and want to get a bonus point or try to get a bonus point. The good thing is that there's no lightning, and if this game can go ahead, I'm sure everyone, the fans being the most, would like it to go ahead.
So that's half time here at Longdon Place. CR&FC 20, Havelock Sports Club 14. We will go in for a quick commercial break and be back with highlights and hopefully second half action on the other side.
Witness the thrill of the big match season, where school pride is on the line and every run counts. From iconic rivalries to new generations of talent, a story of dedication, camaraderie, and the pursuit of excellence. With every delivery, every catch, every partnership, watch as heroes rise and legends are born. The big match season, live on ThePapare TV, Dialog ViU App, and ThePapare.com.
ಲස්සನ ಪಲ್ಲೋಕೆ ಕೊತ್ತು ಮಿಸರ ವಿಹಿತೆ ಹಿಕ್ಕಗೆ ಸಿತ ಬಂದ ಫೈನಲ್ ಫ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಡಬ್ಬೆ ಹಿಕ್ಕಗೆ ಬಂದೆ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಸ್ಪೈಸಿ ಗೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೆ ರಸೆ ಪ್ರೀಮಾ ಕೊತ್ತು ಮಿ ಫಾಂತಮೈ ළඟින්ම ඉන්න friendship බොමයි ඒ friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දෙවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්.
Boss, I got you some homemade milk toffee. Shall I bring it now? You know, no matter what others say, you are really important to us. I have never seen anyone care about the company as much as you do.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Hot and spicy fun, cook to me. Flavors popping, can't you see? Flames are crazy, blow my mind. Taste so high, it's for me. Hot heat with a beat, that they fun, nigga, then repeat. Beat, check it, hype, and always on cook to me. Prima, cook to me. Fun, tamai. ළඟින්ම ඉන්න friendship බොමයි ඒ friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දෙවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්.
Boss, you're the one who lifted this company to where it is today, ne? Your work is so well organized and your capability really shines through it.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Witness the thrill of the big match season, where school pride is on the line and every run counts. Watch as heroes rise and legends are born. The big match season, live on the Papare TV, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com.
Sixer udaya viwate hot hot dang pandu hot and spicy uda pandu fun kapu savine vive prima cook to me fun tamai ළඟින්ම ඉන්න friendship බොමයි ඒ friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දෙවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්.
Boss, I got you some homemade milk toffee. Shall I bring it now? You know, no matter what others say, you are really important to us. I have never seen anyone care about the company as much as you do.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
ලස්සන fun ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ ක්ලික් එක සිත බැඳා ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් අපේ හීට් එක බදේ වටේ hot and spicy guess මතේ රසේ prima කොත්තුමි fun tamai පිටියේ හතර අතේ කොත්තුමි රවුදෙන්නේ sixer udaya viwate hot hot dang pandu hot and spicy uda pandu fun kapu savine vive prima කොත්තුමි fun tamai
Boss, you're the one who lifted this company to where it is today, ne? Your work is so well organized and your capability really shines through it.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, Save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Get ready for the International Masters League, where cricketing powerhouses collide. Who will rise to the occasion and claim the ultimate glory? Live on the Papare TV, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com.
Hot and spicy fun, cook to me. Flavors popping, can't you see? Flames are crazy, blow my mind. Taste so high, it's for me. Hot heat for the beat, that they fun, nigga, then repeat beat. DJ hype and always on cook to me. Prima, cook to me. Fun tamai.
Witness the thrill of the big match season, where school pride is on the line and every run counts. Watch as heroes rise and legends are born. The big match season, live on the Papare TV, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com.
Lassana panloke, cook to me saravi hite. Hikasita banda maatere. Fire and fashion nape. Hot and spicy, guess what there is. Prima, cook to me. Fun tamai.
Boss, I got you some homemade milk toffee. Shall I bring it now? You know, no matter what others say, you are really important to us. I have never seen anyone care about the company as much as you do.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Sixer udaya ViU App. Hot dang pandu, hot and spicy uda pandu. Fun kapusa vive. Prima cook to me. Fun tamai. Hot and spicy fun cook to me. Flavors popping, can't you see? Flames are crazy, blow my mind. Taste so high, it's for me. Hot heat for the beat, that they fun, nigga, then repeat beat. DJ hype and always on cook to me. Prima cook to me. Fun tamai.
Boss, I got you some homemade milk toffee. Shall I bring it now? You know, no matter what others say, you are really important to us. I have never seen anyone care about the company as much as you do.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Witness the thrill of the big match season, where school pride is on the line and every run counts. Watch as heroes rise and legends are born. The big match season, live on the Papare TV, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com.
Lassana panloke, cook to me saravi hite. Hikasita banda maatere. Fire and fashion nape. Hot and spicy, guess what there is. Prima cook to me. Fun tamai. Langin ma inna friendship bo mai e friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දෙවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්.
Boss, you're the one who lifted this company to where it is today, ne? Your work is so well organized and your capability really shines through it.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Sixer udaya ViU App. Hot dang pandu, hot and spicy uda pandu. Fun kapusa vive. Prima cook to me. Fun tamai. Langin ma inna friendship bo mai e friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දෙවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්.
Get ready for the International Masters League, where cricketing powerhouses collide. Who will rise to the occasion and claim the ultimate glory? Live on the Papare TV, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com. Witness the thrill of the big match season, where school pride is on the line and every run counts. From iconic rivalries to new generations of talent. A story of dedication, camaraderie and the pursuit of excellence. With every delivery, every catch, every partnership. Watch as heroes rise and legends are born. The big match season, live on the Papare TV, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com.
Sixer udaya vilate hot hot dang pandu hot and spicy ude pandu fun kapusa vive vive prima kutumi fun tamai.
Boss, I got you some homemade milk toffee. Shall I bring it now? You know, no matter what others say, you are really important to us. I have never seen anyone care about the company as much as you do.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Lassana panloke kottumi saravihite hikka sita banda maatere fine and fashion nape hittaka bade watte hot and spicy gas maatere rase prima kottumi fun tamai. Hot and spicy fun kottumi flavors popping, can't you see? Flames are crazy, blow my mind. Taste so high, it's for me. Heart heap and a beat that they fun nigga then repeat beat check it hype and always on kottumi prima kottumi fun tamai.
Boss, I got you some homemade milk toffee. Shall I bring it now? You know, no matter what others say, you are really important to us. I have never seen anyone care about the company as much as you do.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Sixer udaya vilate hot hot dang pandu hot and spicy ude pandu fun kapusa vive vive prima kottumi fun tamai. Hot and spicy fun kottumi flavors popping, can't you see? Flames are crazy, blow my mind. Taste so high, it's for me. Heart heap and a beat that they fun nigga then repeat beat check it hype and always on kottumi prima kottumi fun tamai.
Witness the thrill of the big match season, where school pride is on the line and every run counts. Watch as heroes rise and legends are born. The big match season, live on the Papare TV, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com. Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports.
Dialog Television එක රීලෝඩ් එකෙන් පවුලටම හිතේ හැටියට TV බලන්න රුපියල් 798කට අලුත්ම සුපිරි රීලෝඩ් ප්ලෑන් එකක්. දැනුම ගෙනෙන අධ්‍යාපනික channel 18ක්. පොඩ්ඩන් වෙනුවෙන්ම channel 8ක්. දේශීය රසවින්දනය ගෙනෙන channel 22ක්. විනෝදාස්වාදයේ පිරි විදේශ channel රසක් සමග channel 80කටත් වඩා. ඇක්ටිවේට් කිරීම රීලෝඩ් සහ My Dialog app මගින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ටෙලිවිෂන් රසාස්වාදය. Dialog Television.
ආදරෙන් ඒත් බලාගෙනයි. ගින්දරී 3
ඔන්න කන විදාතු කෙනගෙන මොන හැදුවේ මිනිමරුවෙන් කරන්නේ
ප්‍රචණ්ඩත්වයේ සැබෑ මුහුණුවර.
සුරංගනා කතාවක් කාන්න මටත් ආසයි අම්මා. මුගෙකකොත් ඒකට ඉඩක් දෙන්නේ නෑනේ අම්මා.
ඒකම්තුමාගෙන් ආලා මං කියන දේ තමසේ කරනවා.
කිව්වි සහ ගිනි කෙලි දෙක.
නිමල් සර් ඉංග්‍රීසි පාඩමට ලෑස්ති වෙනවා වගේ. ආයි මේවා ළමයිට විකුල්ලා වුණොත් එහෙම මං නරක ගෑණි කියන්නවා.
පිටින් ඇවිල්ලා නටන්න හදන්න එපා මැඩම්.
අපේ ප්‍රින්සිපල්.
ඉස්සස PTI විදියට අන්තර් පාසල් තරග වලින් පදක්කම් කීයක් විතර ගෙනල්ලා තියෙනවද?
මේ එහෙම තරඟ වලට ගිහිල්ලා නැහැ මැඩම්.
නිමල් සර් ඉංග්‍රීසි පාඩමට ලෑස්ති වෙනවා වගේ. ආයි මේවා ළමයිට විකුල්ලා වුණොත් එහෙම මං නරක ගෑණි කියන්නවා.
පිටින් ඇවිල්ලා නටන්න හදන්න එපා මැඩම්.
අපේ ප්‍රින්සිපල්.
ආදරෙන් ඒත් බලාගෙනයි. ගින්දරී 3.
ඉන්නත මම වාසුදේව. නානකාරද?
ජොබ් එකක් හොයාගෙන එලොව ගිහින් රාජකුමාරියක් කරගහගෙන මෙලෝට ඩගීගේ කතාව. ජොබ්ලස් ඩග්ලස්.
ඔයත් හරියට අපේ ට්‍රැෆික් රෑලාවිල වගේන. උත්තරීතර දේවත්වයේ නාමයට කෝචොක් කල්ලා. උඹමගෙන් කන බලාගන්න එපායි.
කත ඩගී ඔයාට මෙතනත් නින්ද යනවද?
නිදාගත්ත නෙමේ බබෝ. අපි දෙන්න රඟපාන මියුසික් වීඩියෝ එකක් බල හිටියනේ මම හීනේ.
අයියා හෙල්ල පොඩ්ඩක් දෙනවද? මෙයාගේ පිට පොඩ්ඩක් අහන්න.
පොත් ගෙඩියක් නෙවෙයි. මේක තනිකර පැණි වරක ගෙඩියක්.
මොකද දන්නවද? ජොබ්ලස් ඩග්ලස්.
ඒත් මම මේ වැදගත් වැඩගෙන ඉන්නේ.
ඇමතිතුමාගේ ආරක්ෂාව තමයි වැදගත්.
රුපියල එහෙම් පහල යනවා. ඒක උස්ස ගන්න අපේ ඇමතිතුමා මාර ට්‍රයි එකක් දෙන්නේ.
මේ රාජධානිය රජවරු දෙන්නෙක් බෑ. ඉන්න එක රජුරුවයි.
කිසි බ්ලොකින් එකක් අපිට කිසි බ්ලොක් එකක් එන්නේ නැත අවුරුදු 5ක්.
ඔබ මගේ හදවතින් පහළ වේවා.
වැරදිනේ ඔෆිසර්.
සර් මේන් බඩු.
මොනවද බඩු?
Dialog Television එක රීලෝඩ් එකෙන් පවුලටම හිතේ හැටියට TV බලන්න රුපියල් 798කට අලුත්ම සුපිරි රීලෝඩ් ප්ලෑන් එකක්. දෙස් විදේශ channel රසක් සමග channel 80කටත් වඩා. ඇක්ටිවේට් කිරීම රීලෝඩ් සහ My Dialog app මගින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ටෙලිවිෂන් රසාස්වාදය. Dialog Television.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports.
Dialog Television එක රීලෝඩ් එකෙන් පවුලටම හිතේ හැටියට TV බලන්න රුපියල් 798කට අලුත්ම සුපිරි රීලෝඩ් ප්ලෑන් එකක්. දැනුම ගෙනෙන අධ්‍යාපනික channel 18ක්. පොඩ්ඩන් වෙනුවෙන්ම channel 8ක්. දේශීය රසවින්දනය ගෙනෙන channel 22ක්. විනෝදාස්වාදය පිරි විදේශ channel රසක් සමග channel 80කටත් වඩා. ඇක්ටිවේට් කිරීම රීලෝඩ් සහ My Dialog app මගින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ටෙලිවිෂන් රසාස්වාදය. Dialog Television.
ආදරෙන් ඒත් බලාගෙනයි. ගින්දරී 3.
ඔන්න කන විධාතු කෙනගෙන මොනව හැදුවේ මිනිමරුවෙක් කරන්න.
කිව්වි සහ ගිනි කෙලි දෙක. රජවල් ප්‍රසාද ලැබූ කුලී හේවායින්ගේ කතා වස්තු.
ප්‍රචණ්ඩත්වයේ සැබෑ මුහුණුවර.
සුරංගනා කතාවක් කාන්න මටත් ආසයි අම්මා. මුගේ එකකොත් ඒකට ඉඩක් දෙන්නේ නෑනේ අම්මා.
ඒකම්තුමාගෙන් අහලා මං කියන දේ තමසෙ කරනවා.
කිව්වා ගිනි කෙලි දෙක.
නිමල් සර් ඉංග්‍රීසි පාඩමට ලෑස්ති වෙනවා වගේ. ආයි මේවා ළමයිට විකුණලා වුණොත් එහෙම මං නරක ගෑණි කියනවා.
පිටින් ඇවිල්ලා නටන්න හදන්න එපා මැඩම්.
අපේ ප්‍රින්සිපල්.
ඉස්සස PTI විදියට අන්තර් පාසල් තරඟ වලින් පදක්කම් කීයක් විතර ගෙනල්ලා තියෙනවද?
මේ එහෙම තරඟ වලට ගිහිල්ලා නැහැ මැඩම්.
නිමල් සර් ඉංග්‍රීසි පාඩමට ලෑස්ති වෙනවා වගේ. ආයි මේවා ළමයිට විකුණලා වුණොත් එහෙම මං නරක ගෑණි කියනවා.
පිටින් ඇවිල්ලා නටන්න හදන්න එපා මැඩම්.
අපේ ප්‍රින්සිපල්.
ආදරෙන් ඒත් බලාගෙනයි. ආදරෙන් ඒත් බලාගෙනයි. ගින්දරී 3.
ඉන්නත මම වාසුදීද නානයක්කාරද
ජොබ් එකක් හොයාගෙන එලොව ගිහින් රාජකුමාරියක් කරගහගෙන මෙලෝට ඩගීගේ කතාව ජොබ්ලස් ඩග්ලස්
ඔයත් හරියට අපේ ට්‍රැෆික් රෑලාවිල වගේන උත්තරීතර ජීවත්වේ නාමයට කෝචොක් කල්ලා උඹමගෙන් කනබලාගන්න පහයි
කතඩගී ඔට මෙතනත් නින්ද යනවාද
නිදාගත නෙමේ බබු අපි දෙන්න රඟපාන මියසික් වීඩියෝ එකක් බලබල හිටියන මම හීනේ
අයියා හෙල්ල පොඩ්ඩක් දෙනවද මෙයාගේ පිට පොඩ්ඩක් අහන්න
පොත් ගෙඩියක් නෙවෙයි මේක තනිකර පැණි වරක ගෙඩියක්
මොකද දන්නේ යාත්
ජොබ්ලස් ඩග්ලස්
ඒත්ස මම මේ වැදගත් වැඩගෙන ඉන්නේ
ඇමතිතුමාගේ ආරක්ෂාව තමයි වැදගත්
රුපියල එහෙම් පහල යනවා ඒක උත්සගණ්ඩ අපේ ඇමත්තුමා මාර ට්‍රයි එකක් දෙන්නේ
Good evening and welcome back to live pictures here at the CR&FC ground. There was an absolutely torrential downpour just prior to half-time, which increased during the half-time break, and it completely waterlogged the ground, made it look like a swimming pool, and fortunately looks like it has obliterated the markings on the ground where the referee cannot see the lines. The rain is still coming down, as you can see from your comfortable positions at home, but the referee is deliberating whether the ground will drain enough for them to see the touch lines and the other markings on the ground, Romario, and if in the next maybe about 5 minutes they don't have visibility, then they may be compelled to call the game off.
Indeed, I think if you're watching from home, you'll be extremely disappointed that the second half will not be able to restart as usual, because the rains have reduced somewhat, but due to water being logged in and around the plain area, the far touch line is completely not visible, and even though the near touch line towards the camera is visible somewhat, but 5 meter and a few other lines too aren't too visible, Shanaka, and I think that's what the referees are deliberating on how they will take things forward.
Unfortunately, the rain has not completely ceased either, and since we've come back on air, it seems to have increased a little bit, which means that the water draining is not going to be a realistic prospect at the moment. You can see where we are. The crowd has stayed back. Most of them probably can't make it to their cars because it's pretty hectic out there. But the players staying in readiness. Coach Leuke, that's a brilliant picture if someone can capture it. Havelock, of course, will be desperate because this is not just his match. It's not just a Mathis trophy. It is the entire hopes of the league title resting on this result, Romario.
Certainly the Havelock's faithful will be desperate for this game to restart, And in fact, they were the first team that came out as CR followed them. Both teams quite eager to restart the second half. But still, the referees and the match commissioner deliberating how they are going to go about this.
Havelock, of course, trying to insist that the match goes underway, saying that this is no different from the first half. Crowds anticipating the restart. It has been an interesting game, of course. Not much in it, 20 points to 14. CR&FC scoring just before half-time to get into that decisive lead, which will give them the game if it does not go ahead from here. We have 2 minutes for the referees to evaluate and see whether they are going to start the game or not. You can see the referees in their little huddle there with the match commissioner. It will be entirely their call as to whether the ground linings are visible.
Yes, and these are some highlights, Shanaka, from the first half. Havelock's got off to a good start as Mohammad Rifan sniped through to score the first Commercial Bank try. But from then on, it was CR&FC who managed to hit back with a couple of penalties and 2 tries, which pulled the lead in their favour. First, it was Kamunu Chetia who dotted down in the far corner for CR&FC's first Commercial Bank try. But then, with the half-time on the horizon, Rifan sniped through for his second Commercial Bank try, which cut the lead to a 6-point game at halftime as the heavens opened up and the rains came. But from that moment on, we have not been able to restart this second half, simply because you can see why on your screens. Water all over the field, all over the place, touchlines not visible.
If you look at the middle of your screen, you can see the touchlines on the far side near the old pavilion at CR, pretty much submerged at the moment. Been hoping that the rain will cease and the water will drain, which it does quite quickly at the CR&FC ground, I have to say. But nevertheless, has it drained enough is the question. And what some of our viewers may not appreciate as well, Romario, is that when there are puddles of this nature and a player goes down and say he falls on his face or falls on the side of his face and everybody falls on top of him, it could be quite a dangerous situation, because you could inhale a lot of water, and it may seem silly to say it that you could drown in a couple of inches of water, but it could happen. And that is something, of course, that the referees will be mindful of as well. So waiting for the team of officials to decide whether conditions are conducive for going ahead.
Havelock's officials desperate to get things restarted, because they know what hangs on this game. CR&FC too, it's good to see them out and eager to restart, but unfortunately, just because there is so much of water, puddles all around the field, the referees unable to make a call. But we'll be hoping that there will be some action soon, and until such time we will go in for a quick commercial break and keep you constantly updated about the situation here at Longdon Place.
ඒත් මම මේ වැදගත් වැඩගෙන ඉන්නේ.
ඇමතිතුමාගේ ආරක්ෂාව තමයි වැදගත්.
රුපියල එහෙම් පහල යනවා. ඒක උස්සගන්න අපේ ඇමතුමා මාර ට්‍රයි එකක් දෙන්නේ. ඒත්ස මම මේ වැදගත් වැඩගෙන ඉන්නේ.
ඇමතිතුමාගේ ආරක්ෂාව තමයි වැදගත්.
රුපියල එහෙම් පහල යනවා. ඒක උස්සගන්න අපේ ඇමතුමා මාර ට්‍රයි එකක් දෙන්නේ.
මේ රාජධානිය රජවරු දෙන්නෙක් බෑ. ඉන්න එක රජ්ජුරුවයි.
කිසි බ්ලොකින් එකක් අපිට කිසි බ්ලොක් එකක් එන්නේ නැත අවුරුදු 5ක්.
Rider, rider, rider.
ඔබ මගින් හදවතින් පහළ වේවා.
පැනදීනි ඔෆිසර්.
සර් මේන් බඩු.
මොනවද බඩු?
Dialog Television එක reload එකෙන් පවුලටම හිතේ හැටියට TV බලන්න රුපියල් 798කට අලුත්ම සුපිරි reload plan එකක්. දෙස් විදේශ channel රසක් සමග channel 80කටත් වඩා. activate කිරීම reload සහ my Dialog app මගින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 television රසාස්වාදය. Dialog Television.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports.
Dialog Television එක reload එකෙන් පවුලටම හිතේ හැටියට TV බලන්න රුපියල් 798කට අලුත්ම සුපිරි reload plan එකක්. දැනුම ගෙනන අධ්‍යාපනික channel 18ක්. පොඩ්ඩන් වෙනුවෙන්ම channel 8ක්. දේශීය රසවින්දනය ගෙනන channel 22ක්. විනෝදාස්වාදය පිරි විදේශ channel රසක් සමග channel 80කටත් වඩා. activate කිරීම reload සහ my Dialog app මගින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 television රසාස්වාදය. Dialog Television.
ආදරෙන් ඒත් බලාගෙනයි. ගින්දරී 3
ඔන්න කන විදාතුක් කෙනගෙන මොන හැදුවෙක් මිනිමරුවෙක් කරන්නේ
Visa Gini Kelly Tek Rajawan Prasad Latu Kuli Hewaike Kata Vastu Prachandapwe Sebe Muhunuwara
සුරංගනා කතාවක් කාන්න මටත් ආසයි.
Rajawan Prasad Latu Kuli Hewaike Kata Vastu
Welcome back to this live telecast from Longdon Place.
Yes, so
However,
we can do that
we have to
the rule course.
bring you not so good news, as unfortunately by the looks of it, and the referee too had deemed that the game will be called off. Shanaka, am I correct?
Yes, referee Aruna Shanta explained to the rule captains that he's waited for 20 minutes according to the rules after the end of half time, and that because there's no visibility on the far side touch lines, that he can't continue with the game, and it doesn't look like the rain is easing up either, Romario. So unfortunate for CR and Havelocks, but mostly for Havelocks, because they have a title to contend for. And you can see the disappointment and the frustration in the Havelocks camp, of course. Since the game was played up to half time, chances are that CR&FC will walk away with this win. It's not the way that they would have wanted to win. Havelocks will retain, of course, the Mathis Trophy, because they had a 11-point lead in the first half, in the first leg of this Mathis Trophy encounter. But that's not important for them. What they would want is to be able to challenge for the league, and this will go down as a loss for them, which means that Kandy will be almost unassailable.
Indeed, and that will be quite disappointing for all Havelock's fans watching on. Rains were expected, but rains of this magnitude, no one saw that coming. But it has come down and the game has been called off.
Yes, it was really disappointing, wasn't it, Romario? Because it was just about at halftime that the rains started to get really, really bad. And then during the halftime break, everybody in the front of this pavilion here at CR&FC had to rush to the back to avoid getting absolutely drenched. And that happened after the halftime whistle went. So the rains did get worse, continued to get worse, and abated just maybe about 15 minutes after the halftime whistle was blown. But not enough time and not enough abatement really for the ground to clear in any meaningful way. Got to really feel sorry for everyone involved, Havelocks in particular, CR&FC who would have wanted to close this game out, and of course the officials who have to make an unpopular call, Romario, from everybody's point of view.
Unfortunately, they are on the receiving end in pretty much every scenario, but they had to decide that that's that, and we did run out of time to resume this game, and it was impossible due to the lines not being visible. So as we await of how things will be done from this game, we have the rugby continuing as Army host CH&FC in a crucial game in that plate segment, because if Army by any chance are able to get over the line against CH, then chances will increase for them and Police to win that plate segment. And it's Police playing host to Navy at Police Park, which on form looks to be a game for Police to be able to secure victory. And on the same day, it's Havelock's Sports Club, a disappointed Havelock's Sports Club from this evening. They will be hosting Yafo's Sports Club at Havelock Park on the 8th, and then on the 9th it will be a big game for CR&FC as they travel up to the hill country to Nittavala to take on Kandy Sports Club, Shanaka.
Well, that's going to be a cracking game for sure. CR&FC will be buoyed by this result, even though that it's not in a manner that they would like to be, and to see whether they can beat Kandy in Kandy, but it's an unlikely turn of events given the way Kandy have been playing this season, Romario, and given the way that CR&FC played today as well. A few things for them to tighten up before they go up to Kandy, but Havelocks will come roaring back against Air Force, that is for sure, and set up a match against Kandy in Nittavala in a couple of weeks' time.
Yes, indeed. So plenty of rugby action lined up in the next 2 weeks ahead. But we have to bring this live telecast to a premature end here from Longdon Place with Shanaka and myself, Romario, signing off for the Papare alongside our technical and production crew. It's a goodbye for now.
Boss, I got you some homemade milk toffee. Shall I bring it now? You know, no matter what others say, you are really important to us. I have never seen anyone care about the company as much as you do.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
ළඟින්ම ඉන්න friendship බොමයි ඒ friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දිවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි Airtel සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්.
ලස්සන පන් ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ හිත් එක සිත බැඳා ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් අපේ හිත් එක බැඳේ වටේ හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
Witness the thrill of the big match season, where school pride is on the line and every run counts. Watch as heroes rise and legends are born. The big match season, live on the Papare TV, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com.
Boss, you're the one who lifted this company to where it is today, ne? Your work is so well organized and your capability really shines through it.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
ළඟින්ම ඉන්න friendship බොමයි ඒ friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දිවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි Airtel සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්.
Sixer udaya ViU Hot hot dang pandu hot and spicy uda pandu Fun cup usavi vive Prima kottumi Fun tamai.
Get ready for the International Masters League, where cricketing powerhouses collide. Who will rise to the occasion and claim the ultimate glory? Live on the Papare TV, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com.
ළඟින්ම ඉන්න friendship බොමයි ඒ friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දිවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි Airtel සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්.
Spicy fun, cook to me. Flavors popping, can't you see? Flames are crazy, blow my mind. Taste so high, it's for me. Heart heat and a beat, that they fun, nigga, then repeat beat. Beat, check it, hype, and always on cook to me. Prima, cook to me. Fun, tamai.
Boss, I got you some homemade milk toffee. Shall I bring it now? You know, no matter what others say, you are really important to us. I have never seen anyone care about the company as much as you do.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
ලස්සන පන් ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ හිත් එක සිත බැඳා ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් අපේ හිත් එක බැඳේ වටේ හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
Witness the thrill of the big match season, where school pride is on the line and every run counts. Watch as heroes rise and legends are born. The big match season, live on the Papare TV, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com.
Sixer udaya viwate hot hot dang pandu hot spicy uda pandu fun kapusa vive vive prima kotumi fun tamai.
Boss, I got you some homemade milk toffee. Shall I bring it now? You know, no matter what others say, you are really important to us. I have never seen anyone care about the company as much as you do.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Hot and spicy fun, cook to me. Flavors popping, can't you see? Flames are crazy, blow my mind. Taste so high, it's for me. Hot heat with a beat, that they fun, nigga, then repeat beat. Beat, check it, hype, and always on cook to me. Prima, cook to me. Fun tamai.
Langin ma inna friendship bo mai e friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දෙවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි Airtel සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්
ලස්සන පන් ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ ක්ලික් එක සිට බැන්දා ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් බබේ හීට් එක බදේ හොටේ හොට ස්පයිසි කැස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
Boss, you're the one who lifted this company to where it is today, ne? Your work is so well organized and your capability really shines through it.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Sixer udaya viwate hot hot dang pandu hot spicy uda pandu fun kapusa vive vive prima kotumi fun tamai. Hot and spicy fun kotumi flavors popping, can't you see? Flames are crazy, blow my mind. Taste so high, it's for me. Hot heat with a beat, that they fun, nigga, then repeat beat. Beat, check it, hype, and always on kotumi. Prima kotumi fun tamai.
Boss, you're the one who lifted this company to where it is today, ne? Your work is so well organized and your capability really shines through it.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Witness the thrill of the big match season, where school pride is on the line and every run counts. From iconic rivalries to new generations of talent, a story of dedication, camaraderie, and the pursuit of excellence. With every delivery, every catch, every partnership, watch as heroes rise and legends are born. The big match season, live on the Papare TV, Dialog ViU App, and ThePapare.com.